As the first leader of the Roman Empire, one man came from humble beginnings and will prove his greatness. While he had ailments as a child and into his adulthood, his courage and resilience carried him through. Who was this man? Who did Julius Caesar call his own son? And what might be done through his leadership? This, of course, is Caesar Augustus. As a young boy, he lost his father by blood, but carried on in studying and learning the arts of manhood. This led him to soldiering at the age of 16, and eventually to Julius Caesar. Augustus could not hide his illnesses, as they were continuous, but he did display his courage by voyaging by sea and land to benefit his fellow soldiers and Julius Caesar. Because of this, and his fatherlessness, Julius not only became his mentor, but adopted him as his own son. With this established, Julius Caesar took a courageous stance and announced himself the new leader of Rome in the form of what would be known as a dictatorship. With the aid of Antony and Lepidus, Julius envisioned a bright and prosperous future. However, Brutus and others made quick work of Julius, ending his reign and life in one fell swoop. After hearing this, Caesar Augustus rose an army and coordinated with Antony and Lepidus to persecute the men who organized his heinous act. Eventually in Philippi, Brutus was made no more, and his forsaken head was sent back to Rome and placed at the feet of Julius Caesar. Unfortunately, peace was not yet secured, as Lepidus eventually attempted a coup against his once ally, but his armies were loyal to Augustus. This being a great sign of maturity and grace, Augustus did not end Lepidus, but rather banished him to live a private life in a distant land. This was constant for many of his conquered peoples. Augustus, when possible, allowed the conquered people to live and thrive, so long as they were loyal to Rome and obeyed the Roman overseers placed above them. In due time, Antony also fell before Augustus, in which Augustus allowed, once again, for life to be preserved. Now as a sole emperor, Augustus will continue to prosper and grow the great Roman Empire. His aim not to torture and rid the world of foreign peoples, but to allow for peace and harmony.